Okay, we're on. So I'm back in Phoenix. I had a nice President's Day weekend. Helped my parents pack up and move some things. Whole reason I go to the gym is so I could help them move refrigerators out of their out of the garage. That's and boxes and stuff like that. That's what I tell them, anyways. Okay. What I want to do today is show how I make a bracket order and how I place the orders. And so I'm going to flip over to uh, one of my charts so you can see how I do this. Uh, this is the S&P 500. I'm already made the bracket orders, but let me just start again. So the current price on this one is $5,005.75. What I want to show you this is that first of all, you go to the ATM, and this is just the name. But if you follow along with me, we're going to click on this little flower icon, and it's the ATM settings, okay? So make sure that you turn it on from off. If you name it, hit the plus button. I wrote Doug too because I thought it was funny. And so hit OK of that one. You want to show in ticks and your profit take because it is the S&P. I only want 3 ticks, a stop loss 6, and it will be a stop loss type of just stop for right now. Once you hit save on that one, all I'm going to do now, and this is the easy part, at least I think it's easy. Let's find out. Is that I then place my cursor above the current price for buy, and I'll left click, and then I'll hit the buy button. And as you see right here, this would be the entry point. This would be my exit because I want the price to move up, and this is my stop loss. Oh, great, I lost money. And so that's where that's at. And you do the opposite for on the other side. Let me expand this out just a little bit better. And I can put it down here. I'll put it at 4, and I'll hit a stop. And of course, I'm only trading one contract right now. And so again, here's the entry point. It's in the middle of the two greens. And then this is my profit take, and that is my stop loss right there. So let me just review those one more time with us. I'm going to expand a little bit. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the left side because I already set up with the settings over here. Let me show that first again. So make sure it's on. You name it, hit the plus button, hit OK, go through. It says ticks, stop loss, uh, take profit and stop loss. Okay. And your take profit's at 3, your stop loss at 6, your stop type is at stop. Once you hit save, you could just go right here. Make sure on the high side you hit stop for the green, and then for the low side, I am going to hit sell, and that will put me in, okay? Now I will only get in if the price drops down to this 4 and or if the price drops up to the 8. So I hope that it helps it out. I can show it again if you need me to, but just wanted to make a quick little video on how I do those little bracket orders. They are slightly tricky, and you can't do group orders with Tradovate by doing this. You can only trade one account at a time, but it's okay. Just up your contracts and have some fun with it. Just remember that the spread between those two is also technically a stop loss as well, unless of course it jumps over your price or your exit, which can happen. So if, for example, I'm not into my, hopefully not. Uh, let me close out. All right. So if for, I'll just show the high side. So if you're on the high sides here and you want to put a buy, so if it reaches up and touches my buy at 8, and then my margin of difference between these two is usually about 20 ticks. And so it could be a pretty big stop, pretty big hit. So just remember that. So if you do hit the sell over here, uh, it could also get you in as well. So there's a few different spots that it could be kind of troublesome. So let me close out all these. Don't want to get caught with that happening. That's happened before. So just remember that this trade, it's a fun trade. You can make a lot of money doing this, but you could also lose your accounts, which I have done several times. But I've also made a ton of money doing it as well. So for me, for losing an account for $100 versus all the money I made with it, it's worth it. But until then, uh, yeah, just play with it, have some fun with it, and then let me know how it goes. Man, my screen is yellow. I gotta work on these lights. Um, so what happens? I do this at nighttime. Anyway, all right. Send me a message if you have any questions, but that's how I set up that trade, and we'll go from there. Bye bye.